Hi guys, so this is my tutorial on how I did my crochet locks. So first you will need a wide tooth comb, a rat tail comb, an edge brush, a crochet needle hook thingy, clamps, and then I used Jamaican black castor oil for my scalp, and some edge control of your choice. Also, this is the hair that I use. I use the Afri pre-stretched Goddess Locks wavy in 14 inches. So what I do is I part from ear to ear. So pretty much just parting the top half from ear to ear. And the parting doesn't have to be perfect. Just part it from ear to ear. Obviously you're not going to see the braids because it's going to be crochet locks. And so what I'm doing is I'm detangling the back and just sectioning that off. So for this part, I'm just the front half that I parted from ear to ear. I just pretty much, just doing braids straight back on the sides first. So what I put on there was some black castor oil, and then I also put the edge control on there. I like to put edge control on each braid because it just makes it sturdier and easier to grip. So that's pretty much what I do, and then I take a piece of braiding hair and use that to braid it to make it a more sturdier braid. Also, if you don't have braiding hair to use, you can also use, I like to use thread, like the hair thread. I actually like using that better, but I didn't have any. But that stuff, it just makes your hair more sturdier, and it makes the locks, like the crochet locks that you put in there, it makes it not slide or come loose or like come out, and it makes it look more realistic towards the edges, which you'll see later on what I'm talking about. So as you can see, I'm just continuing to put on the edge control and then taking that braiding hair and braiding it pretty much straight back up until the part. So for this part, pretty much what I did was make a smaller braid because I'm doing a 3-part crochet braid. So pretty much doing the same steps, putting the black castor oil on the hair and then the edge control for sturdiness. And I'm making the braids skinnier than the rest for the different parts that I'm doing. I'm doing 2 side parts and 1 middle part. So the 2 braids are going to be pretty much braided together. Now also I meant to add with these, the braids that I'm doing, for each one I'm taking the previous braid in and braiding it into the next. So that's pretty much how I got it like all together. So as you can see, this is what I meant by the braids being smaller and closer together, because that's where that first part is going to be. So this is pretty much the end result of the first half. As you can see, the 3 different parts that I have, they're all skinny. And what I did was I connected the edge of the last braid that was hanging at the top. And what I'm pretty much doing is doing a beehive method, where I'm pretty much braiding it around the head. Now, if you're a braider, if you're not a braider, I suggest that you try a different method, because, woo, child, doing this circular beehive braid is a task. So if you're not, that good of a braider, or you're just starting off, then I wouldn't suggest that you do this method. I just like this method because it seems to be quicker, and it makes it look fuller. It's not as spacey looking in the back. That's why I choose to do it this way. But like I said, if you're a beginner or you don't really braid like that for real, I wouldn't suggest you do this method. Okay. Now, as you can see, what I'm doing is taking the crochet needle, and I'm just pretty much crocheting the end of the braid throughout the other braids. Pretty much just, tucking it in. And this is the finishing result. So what I did was put in the black castor oil in my scalp. Okay, so here's how you crochet the hair in. So pretty much you put the hook through your braid, and you take the end of that hook and you put it through the hoop, the loop that's in the braid. You pull it through. Then you take the end of that lock and you put it on the hook, close the hook, pull it through that loop, and pull it all the way through and tighten. Now I'm gonna show you this again, because I know that sounds like a lot. So put the crochet needle through the braid, hook it onto the loop, close it, pull it through. You want to take that loop and pull it all the way to the end of the crochet needle. You want to open the needle back up, hook it at the very end of that lock, close it back, and pull the end through that loop all the way through and tighten. And as you can see, it looks very individual. It don't really look like, it's been crocheted. That's one side, and that's the middle. And it's pretty much just showing you guys the different parting. So continuing on in the back, doing that same method that I showed you guys in the front. And voila, this is the finishing result. It looks very full in the back. It doesn't look spacey because of that beehive method that I did. And as you can see, it looks very individual, like it doesn't look like it's crocheted in your hair. It's a closer look. So I'm pretty much just showing you. That's the side part. As you can see, it doesn't look so unrealistic. And that's the middle. And that's the other side. Yes, honey, yes. Looking good. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you like and subscribe.